Hello Goody Two Shoes, my name is Aubrie Rose and welcome back to my channel. So I am super excited about today's video. Okay, so I have been binging BookTube and that's a little bit of a problem. We're kind of gonna get into that. And I've seen people swap their phone screen time for reading. And I'm gonna do that. So because I have my iPad, I've not been spending as much time on my phone. In fact, I probably spend about the same time reading as I do on my phone, at least the past week, if not more time reading. So that's not going to be as much of a challenge. What's really going to be a challenge is swapping my YouTube screen time with reading, which is what I'm going to be doing. And if I swap my entire iPad screen time with reading, that's going to be kind of unmanageable because I've got other things to do, and not all of it's like wasting time. Some of it's like I'm writing, or I didn't really write very much this last week, but I'm doing other things that are good and fine and important. But YouTube is not necessarily that. Sometimes I use it to just kind of chill. There are a lot of channels that I like, that I want to keep up with, but I also binge a lot. So that's kind of a problem. And last week, I spent a grand total of 28 hours and 48 minutes on YouTube. Basically 30 hours. And in my defense, I was sick, and so I chilled on YouTube. And I also discovered Sarah Caroli's channel and I was binging. So this week I am swapping my YouTube screen time for reading for a whole week. Yesterday was day one and it was harder than I thought it was gonna be. And yeah, let's just get into the vlog. Okay, it's raining. I'm so excited. Oh, my hair's a mess. I am going to read my Bible. There's a few chapters that I'm gonna read. I think I might read the first chapter of John. We're in Ephesians for our just church services, and then we're still in Amos for my college group services. So I'm gonna read a little bit of like what we're gonna be going over today, because today's Sunday. I think I'm gonna read the Christian's Handbook, or the Christian Handbook, and yeah. It is 6 o'clock. I've probably spent about as much time on YouTube as I have reading today. That's not the point of this video. I have 4 more hours left to read. That would put me at 10 o'clock, which is when I'd like to be in bed, but I don't think that's gonna happen today because I still gotta get ready for bed. But anyway, I am going to transfer my timer to my iPad, and it's just gonna be up, and we are going to read. So I made it to part 2. I don't want to spoil it for you because it's so cute, just like the little part headers. So that's like the very beginning of chapter 14. So I've read 13 chapters, and then let me just see how much time I have left. About an hour and 45 minutes left to read, but I'm going to go shower, and then I still need to get ready for bed. So I'm going to shower, read some more, read till just like a certain point, and then I'm gonna get ready for bed, and then we'll just see if I get to chapter 20 first, or if I finish my reading for today first. I did it. Day 1 is complete. I'm going to finish this chapter, and then I'm going to bed. I'm supposed to be doing YouTube content. The internet is not working, so I can't do what I need to do. So I'm going to read. I've already read for about a half an hour today, and I got to chapter 25. I'm pretty sure there's only 35 chapters, 34 chapters. Hold on, let me check again, even though I've checked this already. Okay, so 34 in an epilogue, and then an author's note, and then some things. I'm gonna read 5 chapters. I'm gonna check the internet. If it's working, yay, I'll do what I was going to do. If not, I will read the next. Then I'll finish the book. And yeah, second day of the challenge, and we're already gonna finish a book, which is very nice. And I already have the next one planned, and it's gonna be part of a different video, so I don't think I'm gonna talk about the books very much. I'm just gonna read. Just finished my first book of this challenge, and I've got like 2 hours left to go today. Send help. It's me on the longest day of my reading challenge. Guess what? It's almost 1 p.m. and I have done 0 reading. So I am going to start this book right here, and I'm just going to read while my video is editing. Never mind, it exported. Once I'm done editing and I need to export it again, I'm gonna start this book because I'm running out of time. Hello friends, so today was a good day, but it was also a busy day, so not the best day to have a longer word count or a longer reading time. Tomorrow's gonna be even more. Let's see, I've read 3 hours so far, and so I'm going to stay up a little late today, but I think it's still going to be fine and it's still going to work. But I did want to go over a little bit. I started reading Ordinary Men. I got to chapter 5, page 38, and then I've been continuing to read Operation Paperclip, but the way that I'm doing it is I have it on Libby on my iPad, and then on my phone I listen to it on Libby. So I've switched back and forth between those a little bit. I started with this today, and then I went to a track meet and I read, maybe I started with this today. So that's just my update recap. I'm going to read till the next part, in Operation Paperclip, and then I think I'm going to finish off with Ordinary Men, but we'll see how well my brain is working. If it's not working great, I'll just listen to the audiobook because that takes like 0 brain power. Good morning. Longer than I did. Oh, it's connected to my headphones. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the sound.
I still have like 5 hours left to read.
Guys, I'm not good at vlogging. I always have the camera way too close to my face. So, it's on the tripod. It's just a little tripod. What I wanted to go over was, while I was working with my brother, I ended up reading a little bit of just the book that I'm having him work through, but I wanted to read it as well so I know what he's reading, and so I could just help him with that a little bit. But I did not time it, so I don't know how long I read that. I think I might just take 10 minutes off. I probably read longer than that, but I prefer to just let it do that. I don't know if I'm gonna read while I prep. I should probably read a little bit or just let the audiobook play while I prep, because I'm doing YouTube stuff right now for the next hour and 45 minutes. This is your note to look at your to-do list before you start doing everything that you do today, because I wasn't supposed to do any social media work today. I was just supposed to read. I made life easy for myself, and then I forgot, so I kind of wasted a half an hour. It's fine. I only have this much left to read, this much, and then the afterward, which I'm probably gonna read, but afterward, 25 years later. I mean, I'm probably gonna read this stuff, but I'm probably gonna pause right here. So I think I'm just gonna read through all this. Halfway done with Ordinary Men, so I'm just going to clean up my space a little bit. I will time lapse for you guys. I have 3 hours left to read, but I am now babysitting today, so I have probably another 2 hours that I can read before I need to get ready to leave, and then I'll just read the rest when I get back before I go to bed. So yeah, I think today, all in all, is going very well. And I feel like I'm getting through this book pretty quickly. So my timer, don't worry. I am going to go make myself popcorn because I just thought about it. I have 4 chapters left. This is 13 chapters. This is 4 chapters. Oh, never mind, 5 chapters. Oh, chapter 16 is really short. Chapter 17 is not terrible. Chapter 18 is very long. I'm gonna finish this book. Maybe. We'll see what I can do before I need to leave. I think it's gonna rain. I'm pretty sure I saw lightning reflected in my iPad. So I have 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 2 seconds left to read. I need to go work. I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone or when I'm gonna get back. So yes, but not quite finished with Ordinary Men. I have 2 chapters left, then the afterword, which I'm reading tomorrow. I badly explained that earlier. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. I'm in my pajamas. Okay, so Ordinary Men. I'm not going to talk too much about this book because that's not really the point of this video, but why is it, where's my bookmark? The bookmark looks like it's halfway through. I'm on the last chapter though. I'm like right before the last chapter. And then it's just the afterword. So, Ordinary Men, right? Reserve Police Battalion 101 and the Final Solution in Poland. So, what my dad told me this book is, I didn't read the back. So basically it's just like normal people. How would ordinary guys, just normal guys, do such horrendous things? Because not all of them were psychopaths. Not all of them were just like terrible, evil people from the beginning. Like, left to their own devices, they would never do something like this. But what caused them to like do the terrible things that they did? And so all of this is mostly just history. I think chapter 18 is called Ordinary Men, so I think it's finally getting into that, because that's the whole reason that I like really picked up this book and wanted to read it. I think it was so good to read because I still like didn't know that much about the history of World War II, and it was good to get a perspective on that. But yeah, I'm interested for this last chapter. I'm hoping that it actually kind of gets into that. Alright, so I finished the book part and I have a half an hour left. I'm going to audiobook listen to Operation Paperclip again for the next half an hour, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm probably gonna get ready for bed while I listen to it. I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys for now. Check in tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have finished the reading, but I will let you guys know for sure tomorrow. But today is a very easy day, so it's like 3. And I have not read anything. No, I did. I read like an hour, but it was all stuff that I'd written. Like, I was having a little bit of a writing crisis, so I was going back and reading stuff that I'd written. So I read for a while, but I'm not counting it because it's not, like, I can't track it on Goodreads, so it doesn't count. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't have as long to write, so I'm either gonna try to finish Operation Paperclip or finish Ordinary Men, but I don't think either of those is gonna happen today. Okay, but yeah, that's my update. Don't know what I'm gonna read. I need to figure out though, because I should read soon. Decided on Operation Paperclip just until I finish cleaning my room and doing the laundry and everything. And then I'm going to read Ordinary Men. So, Ordinary Men, I started to read the afterword, but the afterword is really just him talking about this other person who wrote a book about the same battalion, and they both had like different conclusions, so he was just addressing that. So I don't really want to read that. And then there's a 25 years later thing that I also don't really want to read 25 years later after the writing of this book. So I'm just gonna mark it as done. I'm gonna mark it as I read that. I'm just gonna be done with this one. It is in 11:45. I don't know why. Today is the second shortest day of reading, but it felt like the worst and the longest. I actually have a headache. Yeah, I didn't do as much reading as I should have before I went to babysitting, and I babysat for 4 hours. So then I had to do the majority of my reading when I got back. I finished my book while I was there, but then I didn't have another one to work on, or to start reading, and I wasn't gonna read the audiobook just by itself because that's a little bit harder. I started a new book
Read up till page 5. Did the reading for today. And now I'm going to go to bed. Guys, I think every single one of my favorite creators posted today. Okay, so there's a Sarah Sutton video, there's a Mariah Elizabeth video, there is a Matt and Abby video, there is a Meredith Phillips video. I am so excited. I want to watch all of them. I am going to, right after I finish reading my 2 hours, after I just like read for 2 hours. That's gonna be until 6, and then I think I'm gonna watch YouTube. And then I have some more YouTube stuff that I still need to do. There's so much today. Okay. I'm just gonna listen to the audiobook because I'm so tired. It's gonna be a really easy day. Yeah. So I've read for about an hour and a half, only have half an hour left to read, as you guys can see, which is very nice. I read until chapter 10, so 5 chapters. I like to read in 5 chapter increments, but because this is a longer section that I'm not going to be able to read in half an hour, I'm not going to read this book for my last half an hour. I'm going to start either The Pentagon's Brain or Phenomena. Also by Annie Jacobson. So yeah. Good morning. It is the last day of the challenge, and I'm kind of happy about that. But it's also been really fun, and it's also been really nice to just have like a goal that I'm trying to get to in reading every day, instead of just like, oh, I have this book that I'm trying to read and reading it very slowly. So I like the time goals. I think the next one that I'm gonna do is like reading 200 pages a day. I might not be able to do 200 pages because I'm still reading nonfiction. Maybe we'll do 100 pages. Something just like a tangible goal. And yeah, I'm not reading yet. I'm gonna do my devotions. I'm gonna write and plot a little bit. And then I think, oh, today's Saturday. So I'm not gonna be doing school with my brother, so I'll probably read during the time that I would do school with my brother, and then I'll do some YouTube stuff, and then I'll read and probably do YouTube stuff and reading back and forth for a bit. That is the game plan for today, and exactly an hour. The light. I read for almost exactly an hour. So nice. I'm gonna go eat lunch, and then I'm going to do some YouTube work, and then I think I'm gonna read for 2 hours. Oh, I might be finishing the book then. Oh, epilogue. So when I'm done with working on YouTube stuff, or when I need a break, I'll finish this book. So when I was reading Area 51, my phone died, but it did not alert me to the fact that it was almost dead. I just paused my time lapse because I was done and my phone went black. So yeah, I finished Area 51, and I'm continuing The Pentagon's Brain. So I have an hour and 15 minutes left. I'm going to read this for an hour and 15 minutes. And I think I'm going to do that sooner rather than later, because then actually editing this video, because I haven't really been able to do it for
a reason. You guys don't care. I think I'm gonna time lapse this last part of it. I feel like I need a break, or I just need something to help me get through this last hour in 15 minutes. Why don't I just make myself popcorn? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna finish reading, or not finish this book, but I'm just gonna finish reading. I'm tired.
Just finished. Okay, that was a lot. Will I ever do this again? I don't know. More thoughts later. But I'm done.
That's it. We're done with this challenge. I don't have any thoughts. Okay, so some stats. I tried to figure out the stats for you guys of like how many pages I read. I think it was roughly 1,000, but it was also hard because most of it was nonfiction, and I didn't read the notes or the afterwards for some of the things. So like I could see how many pages the books were, but that's not necessarily how many pages I read because there's a lot of stuff in the back. But I did end up finishing the Wonderland Trials. Beautiful in God's Eyes. I finished those 2 books. I read Operation Paperclip and finished that one. That's 3. I read and finished Ordinary Men. That is 4. And then I read and finished Area 51. So I read 5 books, or like finished 5 books within this challenge, which is crazy and awesome. I read probably 30 hours, if not more than that, because yes, I did the challenge, but I ended up reading a little bit more than just what was in the challenge. Yeah, I think this was a really good challenge. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do it again because it was difficult, but I did really I think it was good for me to have like a certain amount that I needed to read instead of just having a book that I need to finish eventually and kind of reading whenever I feel like it. It was good to just read whether I wanted to or not, and I think it was helpful. And so I do want to continue some form of that, whether it's pages that I want to read or like reading for a certain amount of time every day. And yeah, this was fun, and yeah, all of the books that I read, if you are interested in any of them, I have Amazon affiliate links to all of the books in the description, so be sure to check that out if you want to read any of these books that I read. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.